Sergeant Derrick, Leto, Worcester Police Department Diversity Officer.
I'm Sean Murtha, Lieutenant with the Worcester Police Department, working the Chief's office here.
Can you guys just explain what the diversity police officer is first?
My role here at the Worcester Police Department, I oversee recruitment, retention, equity, and inclusion. I work with out in the community, do a lot of community relations, public relations out there, recruiting young men and women who would like to be police officers in their careers. I put out as much information as I possibly can. I lead a team of about 30 officers who also assist me in my role.
Talk about your experience coming on the job. What was it like? What prompted you to become a police officer?
I'm here. I grew up in the city of Worcester. I'm from Maine South. I saw a lot of things when I was a child, and I thought I would give back to my community and help out as much as I could. After high school, I joined the United States Marine Corps, and it also assisted me in becoming a police officer.
Sure. So I also grew up here in Worcester, and I wanted a job where I could help people. It'd also be something different every day, some excitement, and I think I found all that here.
And your role in the police department?
So I am a lieutenant working the Chief's office here. I have a whole bunch of different administrative responsibilities now. I'm involved with media requests, department social media, keeping people informed. Also various internal things. We have some grants. I'm involved with the Shannon program, body camera program, and some other things like that.
Nice. And there's different positions within the police department and stuff like that. Can you just describe some of them?
Yes, so here in the police department, we have service division that handles the booking of prisoners who come into the police station. We also have operations division, which is the patrol division. There's a day shift, an evening shift, and a midnight shift. We also have the Bureau of Investigative Services that does all the investigations. We have a gang unit, we have a vice squad, we have a crime scene unit, we have a licensing division. There's many divisions, units and divisions that are here in the Worcester Police Department. So anybody that's looking to become a police officer and have a career in law enforcement, it's a great opportunity.
A few others that you missed. You have the traffic officers who enforce the traffic rules. Training division. We have the licensing division, which handles the firearms and taxis and things like that. So just a huge variety of, in the detective bureau you mentioned, vice squad. SWAT team, a whole lot of different jobs. It's all one job. You're a Worcester police officer, but many different assignments. They can be very different. I mean, there's, operations is you're on patrol, you're answering 911 calls, the typical police job people think of. Or you can be in the training division where you're really more like a teacher. It's a lot, you're in front of a classroom, you're teaching people, totally different job. Being a detective, you're doing interviews, interrogations, computer crimes, things like that. So yeah, it's a very wide variety of different day-to-day responsibilities you can have.
So anybody that wants to become a police officer, it's almost like an MOS in the military. There's multiple
Correct.
jobs that you can do.
We also have too, I think we didn't mention at the moment, is we have special operations, which is the canine. We have canine officers. And we also have the mounted unit where we have horses as well.
Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities.
A lot of opportunities, yes.
Someone that wants to become a police officer, what is the process? There's a cutoff age, there's an exam, what's the process there?
Correct. So to become a Worcester police officer, you have to be a Worcester resident at the time of taking the civil service test. The civil service test is every 2 years, and the state of Massachusetts for the Worcester Police Department does it on the odd year. They do it on the odd year. After taking the test, a certified eligibility list is created, and then we start background investigations, and the applicants have to go through the process, and then they have to go through a 6-month academy here at the Worcester Police Department before they get the job and get the career in law enforcement.
Yeah, and what has your experience been like on the job?
It's been excellent. It's been wonderful. I love being a Worcester police officer. Every day is a new day. You get to give back to the community that you're from. You get to meet a lot of new people. In my role now as a diversity officer, I do a lot of networking, which is great. It's a whole new challenge, and I love it. And I see every day, with everything going on in the world, law enforcement it is hard, but we stick together and we get through it every day.
Lieutenant Murtha, for you, your experience in the police department? What is it like?
Yeah, I've also had an excellent experience. From the beginning, I went to the academy, really enjoyed that. Really got to meet some very good friends who I'm still very close to today. After that, my entire class, we were in the service division for quite a while. The class after us got laid off, so we were there longer than we wanted to be. But we were happy to have a job back in 2008, 2009 when, the city government was shrinking, the Great Recession was wreaking havoc all across, the country in general. And then we eventually all went out on the road. I was on patrol for about 7 or so years. Had a good time there. That's what you think of the police job. That's what you think of. You're out there riding around in your cruiser, responding to 911 calls, meeting a lot of people every day. Some excitement, some mundane things that you can still really help people with. And then I got promoted a couple times along the way and ended up here in this job, which again is radically different from those two. So it's been 3 very different jobs I've had so far, all rewarding in their own ways. And I think that is one of the keys to a satisfying career here is doing different things. I think any job will get old if you're doing the exact same thing every day. So one of the great things about here is you can move around, you can do different things, and that's something that keeps it fresh for you and keeps you from getting bored and complacent.
Final question. What advice would you, if somebody comes up to you on the street, they say, Sergeant Leto or Lieutenant Murtha, I want to become a police officer. How can you help me do that?
What I would do is I would give them the information and tell them how the process works. Definitely stay in school, build their resume. You need to be physically fit, so you need to stay in the gym. You also have to have a good driving history, so you need to get a license and make sure they have no speeding tickets and their license is not any problems with their license. Continue their education. If they are a high school graduate, I recommend that they go to college and study in criminal justice from the many colleges here in the city of Worcester. And just stay focused and motivated and take the test as many times as they can. I strongly suggest, I tell everybody that I meet, if they take the test and they don't do good the first time, to take it again. It's every 2 years, and you have from 19 to 32 to become a Worcester police officer if that is their dream job.
I would say too to people not to still if you want this job, take the test. Even if you might have had something in your past that you think would be disqualifying. We take everybody as a person as a whole, and so sometimes someone makes a mistake when they're 17 or 18 years old. It doesn't necessarily mean they can't become a cop when they're 27. Or you get a few tickets when you're a new driver. It doesn't mean you can't become a cop later on. So take the test, even if you think that there's something that would keep you out, and hope for the best. And I think for the majority of people here are very happy they went this route, and it's been a rewarding career for the 2 of us, and hopefully for some of the people watching.
Final question. I asked the chief this during the graduation. Is there a motto that you guys live by, each of you? Like one quote or something that you guys live by?
A Worcester police model, or
no, as an individual.
my motto?
Yeah.
My motto is progress, not perfection.
Yeah, put me on the spot. I think just the golden rule of treat everyone as you want to be treated, I think is a pretty good one, kind of all encompassing. I try to do that to the best of my ability.